I'd like to start today by showing you one of my favorite dishes, which my mother often made for me. It's called chicken pieces in black bean sauce. And it's a dish from southern China where it's traditionally made with chicken wings, but of course you can use any part of the chicken that you like. If you use chicken pieces, cut them into 2-inch pieces and leave the bone in them. That's how we Chinese would do it, because we feel that all these bones contribute flavor to the sauce. But I'm going to be using chicken wings, and I want to show you how to cut them up. I'm going to use a cleaver, but of course you can use a knife if you wish. Just cut it there at the joint, like that, and put it in a bowl. And next, I'm going to put a marinade in this chicken wings. And this is a classical Chinese marinade, very flavorful and nice. 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, which is saltier and lighter than dark soy sauce. And 1 tablespoon of rice wine, or use dry sherry if you can't get rice wine. This is a nice, simple marinade, and very easy to do, and very flavorful. Mix that very well together like this, and put it in the fridge and let it marinate for about 1 hour so that all that nice flavor can seep into the chicken. And of course, for this dish, you'll need 1 pound of chicken wings or chicken pieces. Now I want to show you the next ingredient that I'm going to be using, and that is black beans. Black beans look like this. They look like little raisins, but they're really soybeans that have been fermented in salt and spices. And they have a nice pungent flavor, which I love, and very delicious. And they come in tins like this, or in plastic bags. I prefer the ones that are in plastic bags. And you can find both of these at some supermarkets and at all Chinese grocers. And there's really no substitute for their pungent flavor. They're really well worth getting. And for this, I'm going to be using 1½ tablespoon, coarsely chopped. And chopping releases their flavors. Now, I'm going to cook the chickens. Okay, for this, I'm using a Cantonese wok with a wok stand, because what I'm going to do with the technique that I'm using here is I'm going to stir fry the chicken a little bit, and then I'm going to braise it very lightly, because the chicken wings need a little bit more cooking than just a simple stir fry. And first, I'm going to heat up the wok until it's hot, and then I'm going to add the oil. This is also a classic Chinese technique of putting in the oil so that the oil glides over the surface of the wok, seasoning it and sealing it at the same time, preventing the food from sticking. Next, I'm going to add some aromatic ingredients inside the oil to flavor the oil. And for this, I'm using 1 tablespoon of garlic, finely chopped, 1 tablespoon of ginger, finely chopped, and 1½ tablespoon of spring onions, also finely chopped. Stir that around very quickly, because I don't want this to burn. It's a fantastic smell. And then add the black beans, and stir them around for a few seconds so that all their flavors are released, like that. And when you're stir frying like this, you must constantly move the food so that the food doesn't rest in one place too long. Then you run the risk of it burning. Next, I'm going to put in the chicken. And I'm using a slotted spoon to remove it from the marinade. Continue stir frying that until the chicken is nice and lightly brown. Now, since I'm going to braise the dish, I'm going to add 5 fluid ounces of chicken stock Let's stir that around. Reminds me of home. Such a nice flavor. The next step is to bring this mixture to a boil, turn it down, and let it simmer uncovered for 15 minutes until the chicken is nice and cooked and all that wonderful pungent flavor has seeped in. Here's the finished dish, my chicken pieces in black bean sauce. It looks very good indeed. Now this dish is equally good cold, so it makes it perfect for a picnic. Or you can make it ahead of time and reheat it for a nice family meal.